Now, I remember last time we talked about Tupac. You talked about a piece of audio, a jail phone call where Suge essentially confirmed that Pac was sexually assaulted in prison. I talked to someone who actually sent me a copy of that audio.
Yeah, you know, listen, I'm Wack100 for a reason. Suge is on there fronting like, yo, this, anything, he'd go against it, but end of the day, you being fake to the people because you actually the one that authenticated it to me. The authentication comes from you.
Yeah, I can't play the tape because the person who gave it to me said I can't play it. But essentially, it was a conversation about how John Singleton was going to include that in the movie, as well as Afeni had a lesbian relationship.
Yeah, we knew that.
Yeah.
We care less about you with his mother.
And essentially, Suge was like, well, they should put it out there because it's real. Something to that extent.
That's a fact.
It was like that. Right? You and I heard the same tape.
Yeah, well, I told you, we got the tape. I just been waiting for Suge to get out of line. I give him warnings. Like, bro, chill out, do your thing, leave me alone. I'm not the one. Because you're not going to win with me. I know too much. I'm tied into too much. And, I'm one of the homies that where, when you got pit bulls that was biting, you didn't bite. Pit bulls bit. Right? So, we don't mind biting your ass either. So chill out. There's no limit to where I go with you. You leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. I don't want to, but I will if you keep playing with me. So, he's been behaving himself.
Yeah, I mean, listen, just because Suge said it doesn't mean it actually happened.
Well, now you got to go back to John Singleton. Yeah. John Singleton's a guy like you, Vlad. He does his research.
Yeah.
And when you're dealing with prison, when somebody like John Singleton doubles back and says, hey, I'm contracted to do this, that, a story on this man's life, and I'm here, I want to know about this, if there's any medical records, so on and so forth, right? When anything happens to you in prison, you stab, you had a fight, anything, right? Somebody took advantage of you, raped you, whatever. Tests happen. Things happen. And there's a report. It's going to be a picture of your body. It's going to give a descriptive of what they're doing for you, why they're doing it for you, what possibly happened. All this is going to be there. A guy like John is not going to write this into a script unless he has actual factual. Now, it wasn't in there not because it wasn't real. It's because L.T. Hutton, he wasn't prepared to deal with the fan base of him putting that in there because people really didn't know about it like that. So he was going to do the story based upon what people knew about. Pac got a cult fan base.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he and John if you want me to do it, I'm going to do it A to Z. The good, the bad, the ugly. I'm going to do everything.
Yeah.
Right? And John wouldn't come off of it. Then from that came Benny Boom.
Yeah, which didn't do a very good job with the movie. Honestly. Benny Boom.
What you mean?
I don't think Benny Boom did a great job with the All Eyez on Me movie.
Well, first of all,
I thought it was okay.
Hold on. Benny Boom worked with LT.
I know.
So let me ask you a question.
And I interviewed LT.
Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
If LT got rid of John because he couldn't control John or the things John wanted to do, now this is John Singleton.
Yeah.
Here comes Benny Boom. How much push and say-so and control you think Benny has? Ultimately, it came down to what LT wanted to do.
Yeah, I agree.
So you can't say Benny didn't do a good job. Benny did what he was allowed to do.
Well, I just don't think that Benny has the filmmaking skills of a John Singleton. Just point blank, period.
Listen, I do believe that today, Benny himself would say that John Singleton was definitely a mentor and a teacher. But I'm not going to say that Benny doesn't have the skill set. I feel like Benny hasn't been afforded the opportunity, right, to do one of those situations. He's been working on NCIS for a long time. They still ain't got rid of him, right? He's over there, right? And I think if this would have been vice versa, Benny's film and he had to say so in creative control, and LT was working alongside of him, I believe the film would have, it would have happened a little different. But I also would say this, in both of them defense, LT and Benny, if the series thing would have been around like back then, like it was now, Pac's story should have probably been told in series form because a lot of it had to be rushed, cut out, get to the point of it.
Yeah, hour and a half, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Imagine all that we seen on the BMF thing, season 4 or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Compiled into 90 minutes.
Not the same thing, yeah. No, I feel you.
So, that's Keefy D. You want to do a movie? Maybe later, out the gate, series.
Yeah.
It's 4 decades of information.